For the headlines, a new data about COVID recovery was issued by the WHO. Hate crimes against Asian Americans continue to arise. Barangay in Pasig City started to give a supplemental sub. Transmission of COVID-19 explained. Web 2, a new and popular digital comics review.
Good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. It's hard to imagine that this is how 2020 has started. It's been a year since the pandemic began and we are still the midst of it. The World Health Organization released a new statistics of recorded cases of COVID-19.
Noong ika-31 ng Disyembre 2019, naitala ang kaso ng pneumonia na hindi gaano kilala sa Wuhan, China at na-report sa WHO. Sa ngayon, ang World Health Organization ay nagpahayag sa katayuan ng pandemya. Ito ay isang uri ng virus sa pamilya na naging sanhi ng coronavirus. Maaaring maging sanhi ng malubhang problema sa kalusugan. Ang mga sintomas nito ay biglaang pagkalagnat, pag-ubo, pagwala ng paglasa, at pagkapagod. Naglabas ang World Health Organization ng datos ng mga naitalang kaso. Ito ay 1,300,349 at ang mga nakarecover naman 1,216,497 at ang mga nasawi naman ay 22,507. Ang ilan sa mga tao ay maaaring hindi makaramdam ng sintomas at pwede rin magpagamot nang hindi nangangailangan ng espesyal na doktor. At mga bagay na maaari nating gawin upang maiwasan ang sakit na ito. Lagi nating huhugasan ang ating mga kamay, iwasan natin ang pagdikit sa mga tao, takpan natin ang ating mga bibig sa tuwing tayo ay uubo. Kapag meron tayong naramdaman na sintomas, magpatingin agad sa doktor. Paalala lamang, hanggat maaari, huwag na tayong lumabas sa ating mga tahanan at panatilihing ligtas ang ating mga sarili. Muli, Ala Danica para sa Quarantine News, nag-uulat.
The coronavirus pandemic has been hard on a lot of people in America. Healthcare workers, parents, people with only a hot bottom half the pace. But there's one community that has faced a unique crisis. The Asian community, and their situation has only been getting worse.
A wave of violence against early Asian American, putting communities on edge. Asian American leader John Yang say that these attacks are a trend and not an isolated incident.
Seeing is just the tip of the iceberg of what is actually happening in the communities.
John Yang.
Asian American Advancing Justice has cited at least 3,000 anti-Asian incidents since last February. In New York City, there was an 867% increase in Asian American hate crime victims within 2020 compared to the year before. Police in Oakland, Chinatown are stepping up patrols to reassure business owners.
Let's see a quick icebreaker for our commercial model, Cesar Garin.
Hello guys, do you want a brand new cell phone? Cell phone that can you use for OOTD pictures that has high resolution camera? Well, you're in the right station. Welcome to QTV. We have our brand new cell phone can offer to you. Our brand which called is Power CP. Power CP, it has a high resolution camera and captured every moment in your life for OOTD pictures and also making TikTok videos. The present value is 17,550 only. If you payment installment, you will pay 3,000 per month with 9% interest. You will pay it in 6 months only. The future value is 18,340. Can you get it? What's waiting for? Get yours now!
In City of Pasig, the registration for the supplemental SOP can be done online, and 181,000 families are hoping that they can get a financial aid from the government of Pasig City.
Some barangay in Pasig City stated to give a supplemental SAP. The government earlier rolled out SAP where low-income families will receive 5,000 to 8,000 each subsidy. Mayor Vico Soto said over 1 billion was identified from the local government's budget to provide cash aid to this family. And one of the family who received SAP is the family of Mr. Justin O.C. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Justin O. Season. How many are you in the family?
4 po kami sa bahay, 2 magkapatid at mga magulang ko po.
What do you do for a living?
Isa pa lamang po ako mag-aaral na nagmula sa Pinagbuhatan High School.
So, what can you say to the local government of Pasig, especially to our mayor, Mayor Vico Soto?
Maraming salamat po sa government of Pasig at kay Mayor Vico Soto. Sana marami pa po.
That's it. Thank you so much to Mr. Justin O. Season. This is Jane Carla Obispo for Quarantine News reporting.
We'll continue after another quick break. Stay tuned, everyone. COVID-19 is spreading throughout our country and still continuing to dominate the world. But not everyone of us knows what is COVID-19 is and how it transfers from the environment to the living things, also known as organism or humans. Let us hear Norlin. Give us a brief explanation of the case, Norlin.
Coronaviruses are a large family of viruses. 4 or 5 of them causes common disease among humans. Everything from common cold, from mild or moderate respiratory illnesses, other kinds of common viruses affect animals, and sometimes, on rare occasion, we see coronavirus jump from animal species to human population, which is in this case called COVID-19.
Coronaviruses invade cells through so-called spike protein. The spike protein is the major protein that binds to a receptor, which acts like a doorway into a human cell. Once the spike protein and the surface of the human cell membrane fuse together, the genome of the virus is able to enter the human cell and begin infection. Understanding the shape of the spike protein in COVID-19 is the key to figuring out how to target the virus and accelerate potential vaccine.
This is Norlin Villamin reporting.
For our last reporter, let's end our news broadcast with a good quote with Jane Carla Obispo.
Trivia time. Our trivia for today is Webtoon. What is Webtoon? Webtoon are a type of digital comic that originated in South Korea. It is very popular now. Why? That's because it's digitalized. You can read it whenever you go by simply having a smartphone or any gadget that you have. As a matter of fact, according to Never, it reaches over 6.2 million daily users. Webtoon also contribute in promoting different literacy form and tradition by becoming platforms for transmedia tie-ins, in which diverse media features converge to create novel, aesthetic effects and new cultural genres, and pushes the boundaries of creativity, art, and narrative. Also improve the writing of every creators. It is very convenient and easier to read. Romance, comedy, action, fantasy, and horror stories because of Webtoon. Here are some Webtoon that's showing the life during quarantine. Life is a Party 2020, Quarantine Entries, and What I Do During Quarantine. Hope you enjoy our trivia for today. Again, Jane Carla Obispo for Quarantine News Trivia.
This has been your reporter Fabian Tarle saying, quarantine is tough but as Filipino is tougher. Have a great day, everyone.